I went into the desert looking for the biggest, most remote place I could find. I wanted to find a place not easily accessed by either jeep trails or human trails. From Google Earth, I found a 30,000-acre mesa suspended high above the valley floor and cut off from all trail systems. In fact, the only way I could reach the spot was through a steep, narrow canyon that offered a very difficult approach. From the Google Earth imagery, it looked like there were some caves and overhangs where I could maybe find some artifacts from First Nation people. With these dreams in mind, I set off to see what I could find. Well, as usual, I'm starting pretty late in the day for the winter. I only got a couple hours of daylight to try and make it up this big climb. It's pretty wild. Oh, there's a bunch. It's like a little oasis up here. Wow. Old water formation. This is a really cool spot with all this greenery. Oh, look at that. It could be a comfortable sleeping spot, but I think I'm gonna try and keep moving. Wow. Look at these trees. Look at that. Wow. Something about seeing these big ponderosas here. It's amazing. This was the first overhang that I thought looked promising for like an old campsite. An old fire there. I mean, with all these fallen rocks, I just feel like this might be new. Whoa. What is that? Huh. That's interesting. It was clear there was some visitors here, but I couldn't tell how old or recent they were. Look at that. Incredible. This area is so cool. The place I wanted to camp, I think, is out way over there, but I don't think I can get there before dark. I wanted to get close to there. If I can't make it, I'll sleep under one of these ledges up ahead. One of these little overhangs, sheltered from the wind. I'm going to see a lot of elk tracks up here too. I think this is my campsite for the night. If it snows, I can go under there. Not really sure how I'm gonna do this. Maybe like this. Feel better about having my back to here so nothing can sneak up on me, grab me by my neck. And that's it. That's my sleeping arrangements for the night. During my time in Africa, I had no cooking stove with fuel. We just cooked all of our meals by putting a kettle over a fire. This trip, I decided to get back to my roots and cook with only natural fuel, using this ultralight titanium stove. Stir that in, let it cool off. My campsite was beautiful, but it was unremarkable in the vastness of the area that had numerous beautiful spots just like it. Beginning my hike for the day. Still on top of this mesa. Walking's got a lot easier. Just looking around everywhere. Just feel like I can find, at any moment I could find like an antler, a skull, an arrowhead, a fossil, petroglyphs. So right now I'm just keeping my eye open. I'm surprised I haven't found one sooner than this. Chalky old There's more of these ponderosa pines just growing right out of the rocks here. They feel so out of place up here. I'm getting into a lot more elk tracks, so I'm like kind of expecting to see them. Done quite a bit of hiking to get to this spot. It's a little bit rough, but now the going's not so bad. Once I get on top here, it'll pretty much take me at the same elevation straight across to my intended destination. It took me all day to reach the rock formations that I had seen on Google Earth that I wanted to explore. I wasted no time in walking across them to see how far I could go. I was running out of daylight, so I decided to pause where I was and finish the last mile by sending out the drone to do the scouting for me. Here, I stopped at those formations that I thought could have been overhangs or caves where there might have been old campsites. I did what I could to do a hasty reconnaissance with the drone, but alas, it didn't look too promising. I mean, there could have been artifacts here. I highly doubt many people have visited this spot in the last 100 years, considering how difficult it was for me to reach. Nonetheless, it was an incredible flight, and I'm glad I got to see the area via the drone. My ears are ringing still. So I was up there moving across. I had my drone following me automatically like a fucking idiot, and it was not quite high enough to clear this tree. So it hit the top of the tree and got completely stuck. And I started panicking. I tried throwing rocks and branches, trying to break it out, and it wouldn't budge. And then I remembered I got my trusty revolver with me. I ended up shooting a branch like 3 times before it broke, and the drone fell and hit a lower branch somewhere down there, but it was still high. I mean, that's fucking high. That's like 35 feet in the air. So climbing it would have been pretty sketchy. So then 3 more shots on the lower branch dropped it. So I think I hit the branch every single time, and it's about that thick, so it's pretty good. It's like a 35-yard shot. Anyways, I rescued the drone. Poor guy took a beating. It honestly doesn't look like anything's bent. Hopefully it still works. But yeah, I'm filming this and my ears are still ringing. I can barely hear anything. Anyways, don't be stupid. You could lose an expensive drone. Navigating off the white slick rock was sketchy, and I had to be very careful the entire time. Nope. Okay, I'm literally gonna. Fucking slippery. Leaving the slick rock behind. Gonna kind of scramble to get back to the truck because I got about 2.5 hours of daylight left, so it's probably gonna take me all that time to get back. I had a bit of a panic there because this canyon that I climbed in from yesterday, I climbed out of it to reach the top of the mesa yesterday evening, and it turns out that the spot I picked was one of the easiest spots to climb out of, and the rest of the canyon is like steep cliffs. So I was walking it, and of course I didn't pin my point of where I climbed out of, so I'm walking it, looking, and I'm seeing nothing. Just like sheer drop off. And yeah, it gave me a pretty good scare. I kept second guessing myself, like, is this the right one or not? And now I made it back down into the canyon, so I've got too much farther to go until I reach the car. I mean, it's a steep climb down, but at least distance-wise, it's not too bad. No mistakes here. I don't even like stepping on that. The old elk shed, but that's not why I stopped. I stopped to get these, all the splinters from cactus that I've brushed up against went through my pants, which I was pretty surprised about. Gotta be careful out here. All right, I'm back at the road. That's the end of my weekend adventure. I'll see you guys next time.